Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you're coming from. I'd like to thank you for being here. This is the first of, I'm hoping to be 18 videos, one for each of the modules. As we walk through this particular one, we'll see if we get through this first module here. And just wanted to start with the basics. So here we are. Personal financial literacy is what this whole course is about, generated with artificial intelligence using AI speakers and different voices. We kind of went deep into this. So I just wanted to share what was going on here. Personal financial literacy, again, has always been a passion of mine, even before I knew what financial literacy was. All right, the year was 1990, and I was working at working and investing in a little home improvement company called the Home Depot. And there is where my journey began, learning about the corporate and financial worlds, if you will. All right, so what I'd like you to do is join me on this journey so I can share with you the years of experience and knowledge I've had and acquired over this time, and giving it to you in a condensed version, which makes it difficult to absorb. But again, repetition is key in here. So I want to share life experiences, some different stories, some little anecdotes to make these meanings maybe drive a little deeper, a little home. So what I want to do is also in these modules, we're going to explore real world activities that'll let you create plans, create protocols, create the principles and things that you need to build these type of life skills so you can be successful. So again, if there's only one course you're going to take on financial literacy, I hope it is this one, because I actually took several courses before I even created this. Found a few on Udemy, found a few on Coursera, found a few on some others. So I really went through the meat and potatoes of what they were offering, tried to bring all those tools together, and literally, as each month goes by, I'm finding that there's even newer tools out there. Monarch Money is one that's not even in my course. I'll put some footnotes into the end of this video, but is a great all-in-one tool to link multiple bank accounts, to put all your investments in one place. So again, how long does it take to go through this? This is kind of why I'm doing this. So let's jump in. All right, well, here's where the video would be on saying congratulations. The video is available, but since I'm here, I wanted to skip that and just allow you the opportunity to listen to me and say thank you again for being here. Let's look over some of these facts. Here's some of the facts in the United States regarding retirement savings. Only 1 in 3 Americans have saved enough for retirement. The average American has less than 100,000 saved for retirement. Only 18% of the Americans that I actually talked with even had a financial advisor or spoke with one on an annual basis, not on a consistent basis. Lots more facts regarding the racial gap of wealth, regarding women's discriminancy, regarding the cost of living. And right now, many of you, for the first time, probably felt the shock of inflation and how that can impact our purchasing power. So again, lots of things going on with the economy. Only 1 in 4 Americans are confident that they have enough money to retire comfortably. Only 22% of Americans can pass a basic financial literacy test, and Americans are more likely to know the name of the Kardashians than they know their basic personal finance. So again, just some facts to share here as we go through the intro. And so maybe this will be the A of all of those. Finances can be stressful, so here's some funny videos to put you in a good mood. And
this dedicated monkey teacher is preparing for his geometry lesson.
Again, we always find animals fun to look at, fun, very entertaining. I mean, I have dogs, I have rabbits, I have fish, I have
Big
many
Core
different
would like
things.
to know where to find
Pets,
such devoted
rather,
employees.
that we enjoy. And it looks like that dog is doing all the
When
work.
none of you wants to be the rope thrower, but
jump
you
roping
have elephants.
Well, not the elephants themselves, but yeah, nice. So this is the CoAssemble course. Again, there is information, and the entire course is also available in the Google Classroom with different interaction and whatnot. But I just wanted to share how this particular CoAssemble works. And here I am, very excited for you to be here and enrolled. Again, this is informative. This is a beta course because what I'm looking to do is if this course is offering what I think it should be offering, I want to partner with some other technology companies to create an app that actually puts you in a learning on demand, I guess is the easiest way for me to call it. Learning on demand, learning what you want to learn, when you want to learn it, how you want to learn it, what speakers, what voices do you want to hear, what type of learner are you? So there are many different things that are available, and again, just wanted to share that here. Again, my name is Julius Guerra, and I am the founder of Real Steps Career and Education. It was a 501c3, and then we turned that back into a for-profit. We do still do lots of volunteer work and lots of grant integration and things of that nature. So again, I've been a tax consultant since and Series 7 licensed stockbroker since 1994, and again, 11 years. Well, it's going as that was written a little while ago. Almost 15 years in public education. So just a little bit about me, and I enjoy teaching. That's why I created this course. And again, going back to Governor DeSantis just this last year, allowing financial literacy to be taught in schools. So a quick overview of the course: creating dynamic budget, accessing financial tools, sharing this course. Connecting is a good piece, and if you're not familiar, connecting and collaboration is the new currency. How you spend it is up to you. Knowing your magic number, that's the monthly budget. What is your lowest common denominator? Make sure you can meet your bills. The power of checking and savings accounts. Knowing your budget is working for you. Owning the best credit card. It's interesting because as I went through that particular course myself, my son and I researched it, and we did wind up picking up a Capital One, but for different reasons. And my son just turning 18, it was giving us the ability to allow him to be on my credit card, having his own credit card, and building his credit at the same time. So again, lots of different aspects to look into. Know how to pay off your debt with the rapid debt reductions, and understand how to monitor your credit. Then we go into investment accounts. You could open one if you don't already have one, creating your portfolio allocation, and then understanding the entire world of investing from CDs, certificates of deposit, and the treasury bonds and fixed income, whether that even be cash, all the way through the speculation into the more risky assets and the newest asset class. And this is a timestamp here because the Bitcoin NFT or Bitcoin NFP or EFT and EFP have been actually allowed by the Security Exchange Commission just the last couple days. So that is a whole new asset class. So I want to teach you everything from CDs to NFTs in that particular chapter. And then if you don't have a fintech account, we can look at opening that, whether it's PayPal, whether it's actual cryptocurrencies, things of that nature. There's all kinds of fintech we'll get into. Then we talk about taxes and preparing that, and then linking that to how important a business is to have for you for tax purposes. And then we finalize it with IRAs, individual retirement accounts, the different things that are available. Business owners opening up an SEP, which is a simplified employee pension plan. And then drafting your wills and trust, having your documents in place, and making sure you're protected. If your plan to earn millions of dollars doesn't come true, you can still make sure that happens for your family by using insurance and protection capabilities. So this is the basics. This is module 1 we're starting to dive into, talking about the budget and all these different areas. So I wanted to give you a quick overview, and let's move on. All right, so we're still in the introductory here, and just a quick overview if you didn't know what this course is about. It's about setting the mindset in chapter 1 with module 1 and the tools we're going to be working in. All right, so why are you taking this course? If you don't know why you're taking this course, you will not finish this course, I guarantee it. All right, and what is working tools? What are the tools that you're using to manage your finances? So I'm going to introduce you to a plethora. There's about 14 different tools that I'll recommend here, and even more if you dive even deeper. Again, module tool is about what is available in this course, listing all of it, linking to this particular CoAssemble, as well as back to the Google Classroom if you're interested in any assessments. Your success is key, and that's the whole reason I've created this course. The mindset is why I put it in the very beginning. Because if you just win the lottery and you don't have financial literacy, there's a very strong chance within a year or two, you're back to where you started and all the money's gone. So if we can instill some principles here, your success will be key. And that's the first part of this particular module. So getting into chapter 2, the budget and the cash flow. And again, it's my AI that's talking to you in that very first chapter. But in this next chapter, you'll have a combination of a couple of AIs. You can listen to the one that sounds very similar to either Michelle Obama or Oprah Winfrey, or you could listen to the other one that's said by one of our other AIs, and that's over in the Google Classroom. But calculating your magic number, I think, is key. Understanding what is your lowest common denominator, what is the least amount of money you can bring in each month to make sure all your bills are paid. That's what I mean by calculating your magic number. Connecting your budget. So in that module 4, you're going to create that budget. All right. And then in module 5, we're going to refine that budget, project it out slightly, and then figure out exactly how do we connect this to your bank. Here in the state of Florida, I use a few different banks, PNC, Seacoast National, but whatever bank you have, we need to find out, do they have some form of electronic banking? Have they teamed up with any of the other online providers like a PayPal, like a Cash App, like any of those? So that's what we'll be talking about in this and connecting it for you. Again, and then we finalize that with forecasting. All right, so we figured out what we need to have as an income for each month as a lowest common denominator. But now we want to look out. Are we earning a little more? Will we have savings? And what can we do with that money? And what's the best thing to do? Do we have a 6-month emergency fund set up yet? If not, you shouldn't be going into cryptocurrencies or investments. So just some of the fallacies we want to make sure you understand. And then we'll get into chapter 3, where you can listen to either Ryan Reynolds over here on the CoAssemble, or you can listen to one of the others over on the Google Classroom, trying to give you a variety. Again, as I open up this learn to earn and open up this learning on demand. So credit. Do you own a credit card? Again, this course will be given to students in high schools and many individuals who may not already have a credit card. So this is a great time to go ahead and start that process and understand what that is. Because for me and many other individuals probably in my era, the first lesson I got on credit cards was after I had run one up to the max and then needed to figure out why this interest rate was so high and how I was going to pay that thing off. Let's make sure that's not your first lesson. Let's talk about how to pay it off. There's the snowball or the avalanche method. All right. These were books I read years ago, and these methods still apply to the credit cards today. So understanding these methods and how to pay them off. And my son actually created a game in Unity so you can play the game and kind of see how you can pay things off and how it actually saves money. In this game, you've got falling dollar amounts, and you've got to fill up the credit cards that are owed, but each credit card continues to compound each month. So if you miss it, you could go up in flames. But if you do it right, you want to do it over and over to see if you're able to get that number even lower. And then the monitoring. It is so important to be monitoring not just the credit for your credit score from the 3 different agencies, but also your personal information, for not getting your information and identity theft and things of that stolen. So very crucial, monitoring and planning. All right, then we get into chapter 4, investments. All right, here are the investment areas. I introduce investments and your investment account. Again, talking from CDs to NFTs and everything in between, and diving directly into portfolio allocation. All right, should you put all your eggs in one basket? I'm sure you've heard that you shouldn't. So this is part of it. Understanding time horizons and risk tolerance and being able to set your goals. Again, like this course, if you don't have a goal, there's a good chance you might not achieve what you're trying to. So having those goals are so important. Understanding the different formats. Are you an aggressive person? Are you moderate? Are you conservative? And does your portfolio reflect that? You will need to understand the risk types in this investment world and understand, are you active, passive? Are you looking for growth, value? Do you have anything that provides dividends? And those are stocks that kick off each month or quarterly some form of income that does get reported a little different on your taxes. So let's dive into chapter 5 now. We're going to talk about 3 different components, and we could have broken these down into each chapters, but I didn't want to overextend it. So I'm giving you an idea of what is fintech. Well, it's the financial arena where technology has come into it that allows it to enhance, speed up, secure, and protect. So it's definitely an enhancement that we didn't have years ago, but with technology, it's allowed us to do so much more. So we'll explore fintech in this chapter and how it can apply to you and what you should be doing with it. The next segment is module 14 on taxes. We're going to get into taxes, your income, your investments, your retirement, and then even touch a little bit on estate planning because taxes are so important on that. Again, I do taxes. I've done taxes for almost 15 years now and have found that I can charge less and I can get people more back on almost every personal return I've ever done because I also ran a business in helping people who were in debt to the IRS and help save the literally probably 15 to 12 cents on the dollar for individuals that owed several $100,000. We were able to get that knocked off considerably and help individuals get liens against their homes and things of that nature. So taxes are definitely something you want to understand in this investment world, in this financial arena. Next, we'll talk about businesses. If you're filing taxes without a business, the government isn't allowing you all the benefits that you have. So that's just one thing I'll mention, but I help people incorporate or create business entities for those tax purposes also. And understanding if you do run a business, I can definitely help in different areas on managing cash flow, understanding how to make crucial financial decisions, reading statements, and how to deal with risk within your business. And then our final chapter, retirement planning. This is where Morgan Freeman will talk to you about the individual retirement account and the different types that are available. What's the difference between a Roth and a regular standard IRA? And how do the tax advantages help? So those are areas that we'll cover. Again, we've got other speakers in the Google Classroom if you would like to hear somebody other. And then we're talking about titling, wills, trusts, understanding this is crucial in financial literacy as you look to build wealth and build generational wealth for your heirs. So those are things that are very important that should help you actually avoid taxes. But if it's not done and titled properly, you could be taxed on certain things like life insurance. It should be a totally free, tax-free event. And then financial protection. All right, that's done by several different ways. It's done by the previous chapter, making sure things are titled properly, but it's also done by utilizing and leveraging life insurance. So these are the areas where we talk about, and I hope that this is a good overview for you. Let's take a look at where we are, and the last thing I'll share with you is artificial intelligence. So a warm welcome from our first AI speaker, and so let's take a quick listen.
Financial literacy is something.
Oh, not sure if you can hear that. Let's make sure you can hear that. Let's see if my sound is being heard. Hopefully it is.
Financial literacy is something that's really important to me.
And this is the first one. So I'm going to pause it here. Go ahead and take a listen to what the AI thought after taking this course. So again, I'm not saying that this particular image is me. This is an artificial intelligence of me. And so it will speak referencing myself in third person. So I hope you get a chance to listen to that. I'm going to jump over to the about, and let's just finalize this real quick. So again, me and my team, because I wasn't the only one that created this, hope that this empowers you, all right? I want to make learning fun, entertaining, and educational. That's where the word edutainment has come in. I'm hoping that these don't take more than 10 minutes to actually go through, but packing so much information in that you actually want to go through it again. So again, understanding why you take this course is very important, and understanding that there are many links in here to dive deeper. So if there's a link in here, you can actually click on it to see where it's going to take you. Why financial literacy should be taught in schools. So take your time going through this. Understand the power of reading as a computer teacher and associate. I have helped fix a lot of computer problems. And when I walk up to a computer where somebody says I'm having a problem, there's normally a prompt in front of them, and the prompt has text, and the computer is trying to tell you something. I say, let's take a look and read this. So do me a favor and make sure you're reading the information that's here. And that's why I'm trying to read it to you for those individuals that I know the power of reading has not reached you yet, but I hope it does. So again, knowledge is power. Gain the knowledge before you move on. And why complete this course? Well, again, the information. I think by having this information, the knowledge you gain gives you the power and the power to be successful. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. Again, looking forward to serving you and giving you hopefully what I'll consider some edutainment. But don't quit before the finish line, folks. The knowledge is gained, you move on, and how to get the most out of this is kind of what I just talked to you about. If you're not sure, watch it again. If you're not sure again, engage with me. Send me an email. Send me a direct message if you can. You can find me on Twitter. All right. But again, apply yourself, listen to the knowledge, and just don't give up, as that bottom graphic shows. So let's begin. If you haven't already, go ahead and access the Google Classroom, and we'll go ahead and get started. And I look forward to your time in here and hearing back from you with some feedback. Again, my name is Julius Guerra, and this is Personal Financial Literacy, and we have not got into Module 1, but this is the introduction. So I hope it engaged you, and you're looking forward to learning some more. Thank you. Have a great day.